Hello, this is Miss Rachel with the Otago Prattville Public Library, and today I'm showing you the Storytime Craft for Tuesday, August 25th. We are talking about wiggles, lines, all sorts of shapes and things you can draw today. So we're going to need a pencil, some colors, a glue stick, and some scissors. And we're going to need this week's kit, which looks like this. So of the kit, there are a few things in here that we need. So we're going to reach in and take out our half sheet of cardstock, and we're going to set that down. And then inside of our cup, we have some more ingredients that we're going to use to decorate these little bits of paper. So I'm going to take the string out of the cup and put it back inside the bag, because that's for Friday's craft. And then I'm going to use the cup to dump out my little paper pieces of tissue paper. So we've got everything we need, and now we can get started. Today we're working on our writing skills. So we're going to work on forming letters and words with our fingers and pencils. So if you're doing this at home, I recommend start with your finger and spell your name. Then do it with a pencil. Write it nice and big. So that you can really see the shape of each letter. There we go. Next, we're going to decorate it. So before I decorate my name too much, I'm going to trace it one more time with my markers. The repetition that I do in writing it with my finger and then writing it with the pencil and then writing it with the marker, this sort of repetition is very helpful in learning skills that are important for school success, like learning how to hold a pen or pencil, learning how to hold various art or drawing implements of various shapes, and learning how to use those fine motor skills to get the letters all drawn out and put in the right direction. So I've got my name there. I put it in purple because I love purple. And I'm going to put my colors away for a moment. And the final step to this craft is kind of up to you. So I want to glue my little pieces on over my name to help make it look fancier. But you can put your pieces around your name. You can put your pieces around the edge of the square. If you have macaroni noodles or sequins or some fun glitter glue or anything like that at home, you can use that to decorate and retrace your name. So it's totally up to you. Like I said, I'm going to use my little paper pieces and stick them right on my name. And I'm going to do that by putting a teeny bit of glue right in the middle of each square and then pressing it down onto right where the letter is, right where my marker has marked. And then I'm going to kind of push them aside as I go so that they hold each other up a little bit and so that they aren't covering each other all the way, just a little bit. And it also makes it a little bit more three-dimensional that way too. So I'm going to keep on putting a little bit of glue on my tissue paper, holding up one end of the tissue paper that's already been glued down and sticking another piece right next to it. And you can kind of scrunch it if you want. And that gives it a really cool textured three-dimensional effect as well. So I'm going to keep going all for my L. And then maybe I'll try something different for the rest of my letters. Let's find out. Now, when you're using tissue paper and stick glue, as you can see, Miss Rachel's just using a little bitty bit because you don't need a whole lot of stick glue to make your tissue paper stick. Tissue paper loves to stick to itself and to other paper, so you don't really have to worry about getting a lot of glue. And you can save your glue for other important crafts. Look, my L is all done. Ooh, I found some green paper. Let's use that. Let's see. We could also talk about letter differences. So I could talk about the difference between a consonant and a vowel. I'm going to put the tissue paper on all of the consonants in my name. So L is a consonant, H is a consonant, A and E are vowels. While you're doing this, you can also talk with your kiddos or your parents about what sounds the different letters make. For example, we have an H here. In my name, Rachel, with the C, it makes a sh sound. In some people's name, like Henry, it makes a h sound. So you could really talk about all those different sounds that letters have and how they have lots of different uses and ways to give us ways to talk to each other. I've got the long straight part of my H. Now I just need to get the curvy part of my H. If you have a very long name, this is a good skill to practice, or you could do your initials. If you have a very short name, you could do your first name and your middle name, or your first name and your last name to help extend this activity. And like I said, you can use materials that you have at home as well to make things a little bit more glitzy and exciting. I thought about gluing some beans on here too, but I lost my beans. Oh no. Okay, so now I have R-A-C-H-A-E-L, and the H and the L's are covered in our tissue paper. Now, since I'm just doing the consonants, I just need to do the C and the R. Do you think my vowels are feeling left out because they don't have any tissue paper on them? Maybe I'll do something else special for the vowels. Now it can be kind of hard to read your name once you've got your tissue paper on and all scrunched up, but that's okay because we're just working on playing with our name. It's almost like we turned our name into a toy. That's kind of cool, huh? Our name was turned into a craft or an art project, an activity. That's pretty neat. And it's personalized, so everybody who has a different name will have a slightly different craft activity, and their artwork at the end will all look a little bit different because of the different letters that are in your name. So I'm on my capital R now, and because R is a capital letter, I think I'm only going to use this white tissue paper. That's another way you can talk about the difference in letters. Capital letters, uppercase letters versus lowercase letters. And if you get a little bit of glue on your finger every now and then, that's okay. You can wash it off because you need to wash your hands a lot anyway, or you can use a little bit of paper to wipe it off on. And then you've got your paper pre-ooey gluey and ready to go. Okay, I'm almost wrapped up with my R. I ran out of the white tissue, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of my R just sticking out. But that is a-okay. And then for my vowels that I left over with no tissue paper, I think what I will do is use another color to color in the insides of them. So this A has a big circle or oval on the inside. I'm gonna color that in with some pink. And this A has the same shape, so I'll do the same thing. And the E has an itty bitty oval up top. There we go, that's my craft. I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you come to our story time again and again.